What's up again, guys? All right, we're back with part number 12 of our series, and today we're going to cover the low-pass filters, specifically the low-pass filter and the low-pass shelving filter, both of which are responsible for isolating your bass frequencies. The only difference between the two is that the low-pass shelving filter allows for you to change the amplitude of the low-level frequencies once they've been isolated. Let's play our mix back again. Here we go. All right, I think we've done that to death. I'm going to isolate the bass frequencies, or sorry, I say the bass track, and here's what we have. All right, now let's engage the low pass filter. All right. Here we are. So with the low pass filter, we have two parameters, filter and resonance. The filter deciphers the threshold whereby which the bass frequencies are cut, and the resonance allows for us to add a little bit of harmonic content to those low level frequencies that are passing through. So put it this way. So say, for example, if I dial this to like the 9 o'clock position, the 3 o'clock position, I'm sitting at 5,677 hertz, or 5.6 kilohertz, right? No low-level frequencies will pass beyond that 5.6 threshold. Everything is just isolated there. Subsequently, if I dial it back to, say, 339 rather, no low-level frequencies will pass after the 339 hertz threshold. That is the absolute cutoff point. Again, really, really good for isolating those low level frequencies. In so many ways, what's happening right now is I'm preventing the low frequencies from corrupting the rest of the mix. Low level rumbles, low level content, or low level frequencies in general have a tendency to make your mix more muddy and more disruptive. So what we want to do is we just want to isolate those out. So let's play the mix back with the filter engaged. So I dial back. Right now nothing passes through beyond 210. Add a little bit of resonance, just a little bit. All right, now let's bring it back into the mix. Now, ostensibly, there won't be much of a difference in the mix. However, this makes a massive difference when listening through a larger system, whether it be a car radio or a PA system. It just helps with the isolation. Here we go. Okay, so again, ostensibly not much of a difference there, right? But let's engage the low-pass shelving filter. Let's replace the low-pass filter. Hold on, let me go back over here. Okay, let's replace the low-pass filter with the low-pass shelving filter. We'll dial in the exact same parameters approximately. Let's see, I'll bring it down to 259 and give a small amount of resonance. Now this time around I have the capability of altering the gain of the low level frequencies, which is actually kind of cool because combined with the compressor I can add some low level boom to my mix without convoluting it or disrupting it. So let's see here, let's go back. I'm going to increase the gain. Now I'm getting distortion. All right, which may be desired for some genres of music, but that's not what I'm going for right now. Bring it up. Cool. Off, on. Let's see, off, on. Right. Almost kind of explodes there, right? So let's bring it back into the mix. So in effect, the low pass shelving filter has the capability of making your low level frequencies just that much bigger. Again, in conjunction with a small amount of compression, a little bit of side chaining, you can make your low level frequencies just kind of stand out in your mix just that much more. All right. Well, that pretty much does it for the low pass filters, guys. If you have any questions about anything that I've covered today, feel free to leave the question in the comments and I'll be sure to get back with you. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.